Benji, first win in a few games on Tuesday night. What did you make of the night?
We've played a lot better and lost, so it was nice to get 3 points on the board. Winning comes confidence, breeds confidence. So it was a win at all costs mentality for us going into it after the Swindon game and a couple of defeats, and we got the win first and foremost, which was goal one. Performance wise, can we play better? 100% we can. Were the bits where we weren't happy with? 100%. But like I said, winning breeds confidence, and it's a win, so we move on to Saturday looking to get another win.
It's a funny game, isn't it, where the gaffer was saying after the game how it was probably the worst we've played all season. We've come out on the wrong end of some results, played poorly and got the 3 points.
Yeah, well, there's two things with us: win and performance. We were probably a little bit flat in terms of after the game. You're thinking, come on lads, we just won a game, but we like to perform well as well. Particularly at home, we set out our stall to win the game first and foremost, and then the performance comes second. But we always generally find that if we're performing and doing well, which hasn't been the case sort of the last couple of games, we win games. Performance level probably dipped a little bit, and we won. Like the gaffer said, it's a strange game. It's probably the worst we've played, as the gaffer said, probably all season long. And we end up winning the game. Barrow, a good team. Barrow, the way they set up, they score goals. So we're taking that into consideration. But again, the performance was a little bit down, but we're happy with the win.
You've touched on it there about confidence in the group. The gaffer did after the game on Tuesday night as well. I know you've not trained since, but how have you guys as a coaching team put confidence back into the players after a bit of a patchy run?
We're generally sort of level-headed all the way through, whether we're winning or losing. Our beliefs, the way we go about things in training constantly stay the same, which gives the lads a platform to go out and perform to the best of their ability with confidence. We work extremely hard in training, so when they go out on a Saturday, it's kind of second nature, the intensity, the quality we demand in training, so then it hopefully transforms to the pitch. So like I said, we stay constant with it, train hard, train a lot with them, to give them certain different situations that will arise on a Saturday, so that when you are having a little dip in terms of your confidence or whatever, you still rely on the things that you do on the training ground to pull you through on a Saturday.
You spoke there about performances on the training ground. What's Donovan Wilson been like? He's come into play the last 3 games. What's he been like up training?
We've had to be really careful with Don, obviously, with his sort of injuries over pre-season. We've drip-fed him back a little bit, but again now he's scored 2 goals in 2 games and he's full of confidence. Like I said, the first couple of weeks he was back training, it was kind of little and often, and now he's getting into sort of the full programme now, and you're obviously starting to see what Donovan brings to us, and he is a threat, he is quick, he can finish, and it's something fans, particularly at our club, they like a centre forward who's pace and exciting, and Donovan will bring that, but we've just got to be really careful with him that he doesn't come back too soon and then we lose him again. So at the minute Donovan's pretty sort of drip feeding back into training, but now we're expecting him to sort of kick on with his load, which will only help him fitness wise, and obviously turn sort of the training he's been doing with us into minutes on a match day. And
from what you've said there, although he's in good form, is it possibly a bit too soon for him to start on Saturday, or is that still to be decided?
Well, he's chomping at the bit, and in terms of his performances, that's what we ask him: go and perform on a match day, and then come and bang on the gaffer's door and say I'm ready. He's desperate to play, but from a coaching staff and sort of a medical department, we have to be careful with him that he doesn't go and play an hour and then feel sore. So, but I think in terms of his training now, his loads is what we want it to be. We believe and we're confident he can get through games, so he's put himself in the best sort of opportunity in the gaffer's mind to say, Gaffer, I've scored 2 in 2, I'm ready to go.
Give us a bit of insight here, because until the last couple of weeks we've only had the option to play one up front, so it's probably been quite a straightforward discussion in the coaching room. Now you've got Raquel coming back, you've got Donovan coming back, you've got Rosie who's fit. How do these discussions about how you line up, what are they like?
Long. We go through every sort of eventuality, every sort of way we can get 2 strikers on or 1 striker. We've got sort of, in terms of if we play with a 1, we've still got wide men and good options wide, with the likes of Oates. We've obviously lost Chaz, but still got Arthur. East is on fire, so we have got the options there now, but we do go through it. We switched it halfway through the second half and got Donovan up and played 2, and then obviously brought Rosie off and Pikey, so we've got the options to do it. Like I said, we've probably been limited this season with what we can play up top, but now we're sort of getting them back fit. We have got that option now if we want to play 2, but it's a fantastic option for the gaffer to have, in terms of, like, obviously Rosie can play as a 1, as a 2, all the strikers we've got can play as a 1 or a 2. That's what we've recruited, so the option is there if we need to do it or want to do it.
We've spoken there about the forward options. One player we spoke to for the Barrow programme was Toby, who spoke about the benefit he's seen from having a right back on the coaching staff. What's he been like for you to work with?
Banging my head against a brick wall with him. Toby's a great lad. We love him to bits, same as Mishi. And Toby, we knew what we were getting with Toby. We recruited someone who could play sort of centre half and right back. But first and foremost for me, he's comfortable on the ball, which is everything that kind of we like and I like. He's very good. He doesn't realise how good he can be or what he can level he can reach. But he's certainly got attributes that we like working to. Obviously I've played my career, the last back end of my career as a right back, so I can help the full backs as much as anyone. But Tobes has got sort of the attributes, get a bit more belief, realise how good you can be to certainly play at a higher level, definitely.
That assist he got on Notts County, was that something you taught him or did he do that himself?
No, we work with them all. Luckily we've got myself, the gaffer, Sean comes out and does a bit as well. We can do, after training, we can do the individual programmes with them, and Toby's been working relentlessly with myself and Doigi and with all the fullbacks on final delivery, balls into the box. As a modern day fullback now, first and foremost you have to defend, but you have to be good going forward, you have to be able to cross the ball, you have to be athletic, and like I said, Toby's got them attributes, which is why he's doing so well with us.
Just looking at the squad we've got available this weekend, we were able to welcome Niall Maher back into action on Tuesday. Donovan's stepping it up. Any other injury news?
We've lost Evan Corey he rolled his ankle in training and we wanted to settle down, but he's had a scan and the scan's proved bad news. It was just a freak accident in terms of he stood on someone else's foot and rolled the outside of his ankle. We were hoping with ankles they can be a bit sore but settle down. His hasn't, so we've scanned him and he'll be out for probably another 6 to 7 weeks. He's got a bad ankle injury. Niall's back. Obviously Donovan's getting up to full speed. There'll be an issue over Danny Amos, who obviously missed the game the other night through injury. We're hoping he'll train today and tomorrow, so he'll be available. And other than that, it's as we were.
How long are you expecting at the minute for Kieran Green, or is it too soon to say?
Greeny's a nightmare because Greeny wants to come back, but yeah, Greeny's like, he's ticking every box at the minute in terms of straight line running, everything, but the nature of Greeny's injury is just the final sort of the last hurdle where he's passing the ball. He obviously pinched his inside of his knee, so the thing that will test him more than anything is the passing. He's up to speed, he's doing little bits and bobs, but he's not, literally we can't get him passing or wrapping balls, in which this is the end sort of stage of rehab. So he's coming along nicely, but for as long as he's been, he could come back too early and be out again the length. We've got to be really careful with Greeny, but again he's a nightmare because he comes in every day and wants to train, but at the minute he's sort of probably 3/4 of the way through, I'd say.
And just looking at Tranmere as a team, they've obviously had a tough start to the season, but they've won the last couple of home games. What sort of challenge are you expecting on Saturday?
Well, they've got Nigel Atkins, who's a fantastic person and a fantastic manager in at the minute. So in terms of what they want to do, which direction they're going to go, whether they keep Nigel there or look to recruit someone else, but at the minute they've got a fantastic football person in there who's done everything in the game. So we know how good he is, we know how good his team will be. Like I said, they've had a bit of a dip. But again, similar to ourselves, they picked up a good result the other night, so they'll be full of confidence. So it's always a tough place to go. It's always hard going there, as has been proven the last few years we've been there. But we fully expect another sort of good test. But again, it's kind of, it was the other night, it'll be about us and what we do and how we approach and how we go and stamp our sort of authority on the game.